Greetings, meatbags. Today we bring you news that war has been declared on us, the entire troll community. That's right. It's a day of infamy, not seen since the likes of, well, certainly not 9/11.
The war on drugs?
Negative. Searching database for suitable comparison. Yom Kippur War. Negative. Grenada intervention. Negative. Cola Wars. Negative. Well, how about that? This will be the most meaningless war ever.
Sure looks that way, but hey, war has been declared and we're going to rise to the challenge. Raxxo Nation has received help from an alliance of dingbats. We call them the Dingbatic Duo, 2 women of such unimaginable annoyance. To merely hear their voice is to know irritation. They will be referred to as Ding and Bat, respectively.
Get ready, because here they come.
They're also going to be investigated. Just pretty much everybody that's involved in all this. I don't care if you were hired. I don't care if you just decided to insert yourself in this. Whoever is involved in this, let me make it very clear to you. You will be investigated. You will be sought out. You will be investigated.
Yeah.
And you will take accountability for whatever role you have played in this. Period.
Isn't she lovely? One gets the mental picture of gleaming goddess speaking with golden voice from the top of Mount Olympus when they try really hard to suppress the image of Dollar General Diva.
Credit where it's due, though. This gruesome twosome barely lets Raxxo get a word in, and it's easy to tell that kind of pisses him off.
Right.
Because this is going to stop. This has gone too far. This has gone on long enough. 8 years, 7 years is long enough.
Yeah.
Like, give it a break.
And you know what's so freaking sad about the whole thing?
Well, your audio level is pretty sad, as usual, and boosted!
There's multiple times which you can look up the footage, it's all over the place. There's been multiple times where I have sat there. There was one point in particular where, and this is kind of when I hit my full breaking point, where I was on this Marty dude's live stream, and I was in fucking tears, fucking begging him to knock the shit off, but he just wouldn't do it.
Ah, yes, begging. That is indeed one of his approaches to getting Marty and the troll community in general off of his back. Let's look at a couple of other tactics he's tried over the years.
You're a fake ass bitch, and I dare fucking see you. You show up over here, I ain't calling the fucking cops. I'm just gonna straight fucking whoop your ass. And that ain't a threat, that's a fucking promise.
That was Threat Rax, the tough guy.
I am Marty Hitler. So Marty, say goodbye, bitch.
A slight sample of Smug Rax.
Hello. If you are seeing this, that means you are now a member of Project Ghostwire.
Quote unquote clever Rax.
Let me tell y'all motherfuckers something right now. Let me tell every one of you motherfuckers something right now. I know you motherfuckers on Facebook are watching this shit. I know you are. I know you're watching this shit.
Angry Rax.
Come on.
I've got to put you into the theater.
Come on. Come on.
Oh. Why?
Stupid motherfucker.
Why were you leaving alone, boy?
Why would it be hard?
Oh, yeah, wait. Let me out.
Bitch!
Attack Rax into Beg Rax.
Hey, you there! I demand you vacate that public sidewalk with your sign act. Whoa! Hold on, idiot! You need more than a bat!
Hark! I, Cyraxx, Knight of Lloyd Street, have come to demand your surrender. Hey, nice shoes, man. I am pointing. Look at me point.
Now you've done it. Damn it, Chance!
Yield before my might, vile scum. And now, to the death. From hell's heart I smacketh thee. Hey, let go of my bat. Don't pick up the... Look, man, just give me back my bat and we're cool. Please, pretty please, I just want to go home.
And attack Raxx and to beg Raxx Redux.
In, like, by law. Because obviously you know why he did what he did. You know, with the whole setting me up thing. Is that or is that not illegal for him to hire somebody to do that?
That is illegal.
Yeah.
That is illegal.
Oh, and get this.
Oh, she must be a lawyer. Too bad Kate wasn't hired. She just had a bad feeling.
No, Gloria Allred, it is not illegal to prove a theory about a creep offering help to troubled teens. Raxxo said more or less,
I've been there. I was a target my whole life. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you.
And she was right. It turned out Raxxo had things to show her, and things about her he wanted to see.
The only way she could have gotten in trouble is if she had possessed and sent him actual Charlie Papa. From what we have seen and heard, it was not. We heard the pics came from a pornographic site. All she did was provide him an opportunity to show what kind of person he is. And Raxxo took the bait, without a second thought. Now we can hear him and you saying these could be faked. Indeed, that is a possibility. However, that isn't what he said at first. Oh no, he said that before this little chat, they talked on the phone and she told him she was 18. Well, hold the phone, dingbats. There are 3 problems with his so-called defense. First, he is admitting that he was indeed the one texting here. 2, if he really thought she was 18, why didn't he say anything when she said she was 14? That's quite an age jump downward. Third, if he thought he was talking to an adult, why did he tell her not to tell anyone and that they made a big mistake? Fun fact, the idiots he's talking about are the bullies she came to talk to him about. Instead of help, she got used for nudes and thrown away like a used tissue. This could have been a real 14-year-old, and there is a good chance there are actual victims out there. Every minute he's online, the chance goes up.
It's the person that did it. If you look her stuff up, like if you look up Kate Peters, like if you actually look up her name, like she's not very liked.
Well, gosh, Raxxo Pantso, after all, you're even less well-liked than she is.
Like, oh, ha, 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 I've seen his channel.
Well, basically, they were sitting there, you know, they were more so laughing at you and not even giving a shit about your situation.
Yeah. You want to know what their answer to this whole thing is? Get off the internet. Block the...
We've even tried telling him to get off, but he won't listen. Mostly because of people like these 2 dingbats.
Yeah. Why should you have to get off the internet?
See?
Exactly.
Why don't these other people have to get off the internet? Why should you be the one that has to get off the internet? You're not out there bullying people. You're not out there harassing people.
This is why we call them dingbats. Only a dingbat would make such a statement, either because they don't know any better or have written off the evidence. Dingbats.
Exactly.
They are. Why do you need to get off the internet? Why can't they?
Oh, that's okay. At one point, about 3 or 4 years ago, I was on Twitch, and I was actually I was on Twitch.
No, not the Twitch story again. Let's skip ahead to...
My really good friends helped me get boosted up to where I can
Do these people not stop and realize how many suicides happen a day from people, from online bullying, from cyberbullying? Do they not realize how many children now are killing themselves? Suicides. Because of all this online bullying?
Prime example.
You know, I mean, children, adults, it doesn't matter. They do not stop and realize what this really does to people.
Matter of fact,
the story of attempted stylicide.
Eventually, first let's watch him get frustrated as she talks over him, trying to introduce the story for a bit.
But here's my thing. I don't care if it's a child, a teenager, an adult. A person, any person, whether they have a mental illness or not, a person who's completely sane could go on here and get cyberbullied and end up taking their life.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? It will make a sane person go crazy.
Yes, and
seriously, it will make a completely sane. Which I mean, but let's be real. Everybody has some sort of mental problem. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
So nobody's completely sane. There's no such thing as being completely sane. So, but you can take someone who, you know, is a sound mind, whatever, who hasn't been diagnosed with anything, we'll put it that way, and make them crazy because of all this cyberbullying. And it will cause somebody to take their life. And you don't stop and think about, you know, or realize how many people a day or within an hour will take their life because of this shit. It's ridiculous. It's getting out of control.
Exactly, and
you know, it's like you know they have Suicide Awareness Month and this, that, and the other. But I mean, let's be real. How often? That should be every day. Do you see people actually speaking out on this? You know, like this should be an everyday thing. I'm a survivor.
Ah, that is a survivor of voluntary early life cancellation. Bet she'll love to see his story of survival after hearing his version.
In fact, let's see that first for anyone who hasn't already. It'll make the next part laughable.
So, oh, there he is.
Marty, do you want to end my life?
No.
Do you want to end my life?
Cyraxx, I'm gonna have to call well-being check-in now. I don't want you to end your life. I don't want you to
quit.
Cyraxx, I want you to.
He is holding a deadly stylus up to his neck as though it were a blade. Either that or a pen. This is not a genuine attempt at escaping his mortal coil. This is drama and manipulation at its very worst. The thing that makes this funny is why he is doing this. The woman on the bottom right is supposed to be his girlfriend, but Marty has proof that Raxxo has been a bit unfaithful. This is how Raxxo responded. Watch how it ended up.
You had phone sex with her.
Let it go, Marty. That's old.
It was 3 days ago.
How disgusting! He gets caught cheating, and in an attempt to shift the narrative, decides to give this theatrical performance. Eventually he comes clean, and a good laugh is had by all.
It's not a night for the fucking game, but Marty, this is what you do to me every day.
Wait, what is it, baby?
A pen?
There it is. One of his attempts at self-irritation. Yet to this day, he tells the story quite differently, as he's about to tell Ding and Bat.
So am I.
My daughter, I hate having to talk about this. My daughter is a survivor from suicide.
The same.
She tried to attempt suicide because of...
Ding's daughter is too. Could she be the other half of this gruesome twosome? Or are there multiple survivors on Team Talk Loud? They talked for over a minute longer before he could tell his story.
Exactly. And honestly, a couple years ago, because of all this, I was in that same boat, and I did attempt to take my life on 2 separate occasions because of it. Thankfully, I survived. But in that second moment, I had those same thoughts, like, why did I survive this? You know, why am I here? Why can I not?
Exactly. Did I not do it the right way?
And, you know...
And nobody should have to go through that. Nobody should have to sit there and question their value in life, or question, why am I even still breathing? Why didn't, you know what I mean? Because of what others are saying. Because the way I see it,
Then the Dingbat duo talked for over 15 fucking minutes, almost non-stop. You can hear them now. Granted, they sound like chipmunks on speed, but just listen to the volume of words. A tsunami of bullshit and self-serving white knighting. This is one of the big dangers of Raxxo for the outside public. Folks see a less than attractive guy getting flack, and they automatically assume he's the elephant man. Well, Raxxo is no good guy.
And now the declaration of war by the Dingbats.
well, you know, let me just make this very clear. You know, I'm going to go ahead and put this out there for everybody to know that from this point on, anything that you come up with and you create, I will make sure that in no way, shape, or form anyone can take that. And if they do, guess what? That's a charge. And that's what gets me is these people are going around targeting all all your friends, all your family members. For what though? Like what are you gaining from that? Like, really? What are they gaining?
I can tell you what they're gaining. Money. It's all about profit for them.
We just want to see you go away.
That's all.
Well, you know what? All that's fixing to come to a complete halt, and then they're going to be screwed. So
Yeah,
that's all I got to say.
Because not only have they done this stuff to me,
And there you have it. Raxxo has new rescuers ready to throw their lives away in a vain attempt to protect a proven hebephile with no talent who hides behind attempts at stylicide. Let this be a lesson. Always get the full story before jumping into what you perceive to be an unfair situation. You might just save yourself a shitload of trouble. Thank you all for watching. Have a most pleasant day or night.